if you like Google John Green Daniel Genius, there's like 400 hits, and it's none of them about you. It's just me, like, I just like this, the rhythm of it, you know?
I like the phrase too. It's tattooed on my right arm.
Irreparably broken? Wow, that's crazy. Was that your first tattoo?
Yes.
The blame for the initial sullying of your body with ink or whatever. That's a cool tattoo though. Yeah, so Miles and Hazel both used this phrase irreparably broken. Obviously, if I had been remembered that Miles used it, I would not have reused it. I like the phrase. I don't even know why. I'm glad you like it too. I mean, personally, I would side with Miles. But, you know, I think there are cases to be made on both sides.
All right, thank you.
Hi, so I'm a high school freshman, and so I'm kind of on the younger spectrum of your readers. And I say that because I feel there's so much more for me to discover in the world of books and just about the world in general. And when I read The Fault in Our Stars, I actually had to take quite a few breaks and pause and just close my eyes and breathe and be like, I have a working body, and I'm so lucky to be healthy. And I was wondering if you had to kind of stop and take those breaths and realize that too?
That's a really interesting question. I did. I probably didn't take as many of them as I should have, to be honest with you. And I think like writing that book was very bad for my health. I'm sort of hypochondriacal anyway. And I spent so much time thinking about the body and the ways that it breaks down, and the capriciousness of that, yeah, I do think that you know, you have to remove yourself from, or I had to as an author, remove myself from the narrative a little bit in order to not feel, you know, too directly identified with the character. You know.
Hi. Little nervous, sorry.
Me too.
But you have like thousands of people. I get like 15 people watching my video, so a little different.
I still get nervous.
I enjoy writing and have been doing so since I was really little, but now that I finished college and all this, I'm kind of considering going back and redoing my terrible first drafts of stuff and looking at it. And do you have any advice for someone that's trying to start out? I know it's kind of a hard thing to jump into. Also, the Swilly Coopers are the only sports team that I care about whatsoever.
I guess that's good. I wish you'd get into other sports, but no, I don't actually. It's not very helpful. Particularly when you're club have a terrible season and it's all you ever think about. But my advice to writers, well, I'd be interested if you have the answer to this question. My advice to writers is to read a lot first. Read a lot, read broadly, read really broadly. Read romance novels set in 16th century England, and read James Joyce, and read noir mystery novels, and, you know, read across genres and across time, so that you can get a sense of how people have used text to create stories in the lives of, in the minds of other people. And then my advice with like rewriting and writing a first draft is basically just to kill what you love. I was really fond of that stuff about tuberculosis, and I thought I was so clever to have found this connection between tuberculosis and cancer, and I just had to strip it down, because it has to have a life for the reader.
The only thing all I say is, I just tell people never to give up. When I graduated college, I thought I must immediately publish a novel and become famous and rich, and then write a million more and win all these prizes. I didn't write the first sentence that I was proud of until I was 35. And there were many logical reasons why I should have given up along the way, and I never did. I don't know why, but as it turns out, it was going somewhere, even though it didn't feel like it.
Yeah, that's great advice.
Thank you, and DFTBA.
DFTBA. And is not the, is not the endlessly strong person that
to chart that love story and still have them then love each other throughout. I wanted her to love Augustus, and I wanted her to love Gus. And I wanted him to be able to love her even as he you know, becomes more vulnerable and more fragile. And it becomes obvious that he's not, you know, not quite what he initially presented himself to be. So that was the reason I named him Augustus. And then Hazel is just kind of a color for a person who's in between in a lot of ways, in between drowning and not, in between youth and adulthood, in between illness and wellness, stuff like that.
Thank you.
I think yours will be the last question. I'm sorry.
Thank you. I got to meet you when you came on tour to Los Angeles, so hello again.
Hi.
Also, I had the pleasure of being in Hank's dishwasher video.
Oh, great.
So that was amazing.
That was a good one.
Yes, I have 2 questions. One, what is your favorite book that has come out in the last 5 years? And 2, what is your favorite Doctor Who episode?
I like this girl.
I don't remember the name of it, but the one Neil Gaiman wrote is my favorite Doctor Who
Which
episode.
one's that?
I don't know what he said.
Neil Gaiman.
The Doctor's Wife.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I was like, just one.
My favorite book that came out in the last 5 years. Oh, that's actually really hard. I mean, huh? Were you gonna? Yeah. You're up there, but like, I mean. It just barely makes the cutoff, so I'm going to say it because it won't be true next year. I'll say The Book Thief.
I wanted to read that, but I have it. If you ever want to borrow it.
Once he gets knocked off the list,
As long as he
you're in
remembers back, I'm
the
okay.
You're good. So, thank you all very